Vidi, Magi.
Pojedemo.
Šta?
Voli?
Mala šarkarepica.
Bolje nego na pijaci.
Voli?
Bolje? Šta je to?
Zelena salata, pojedi.
Hoćeš još?
I mi smo jedno vreme seckali ovo lišće i jeli, pa smo onda prestali da bi mogao da raste. Ne može bez lišća da raste. Kelaraba, pasulj, evo ga krastavac. Bori se za svetlo. Everything started a couple of years ago because this is our way of life, always have been. And then kids came into our lives one by one, and we decided to teach them how to live proper and to maintain some old habits Maria and me have. And the main reason we upscaled it on a high level because the kids need to learn, and our activism is just a way to show other people it is possible.
Recycling is old-fashioned now. I think next level is low waste, and I think we should go to zero waste. Sviđa ti se?
You don't need to be an activist, you just need to be a thinker. You must decide to change something in your life. Change yourself and your family, and then the environment. It's the only way.
We must be responsible, because if we are not responsible, then we don't have anything to live for.
People in Serbia are waking up to the waste crisis. There is a growing initiative to put pressure on the government to act upon it. But that's not enough. Trash keeps getting dumped irresponsibly. Until the governments implement control systems and penal policies to keep everyone accountable and creates infrastructures for waste management, I wonder, will anything else be effective?
My guest today is Igor Jezdimirovic. He is the president of the Environment Engineering Group, and he joins me now from Novi Sad in Serbia. Igor, thanks so much for your time for us on Across the Balkans. Now, we've just seen a report from Serbia, and every winter this problem comes up again after flooding sweep garbage into lakes and rivers. What needs to be done to sort out the waste crisis once and for all?
First of all, Serbia needs to take clear direction and say that we want to clear our garbage. Until our decision makers, together with the people, do not bring this decision to our presence and start implementing it in the future, we will have this situation. In this moment, pollution is basically our decision. We don't want to invest more in environment protection. And this is the main problem. There are technical solutions, and there are clear ways how to finish the problems with the waste, how to deal with the problem with the wastewater, how to deal the problem with the air pollution. But the main problem is lack of understanding and the motivation of decision makers to invest and start working on these topics. So when we speak about a situation in pollution in Serbia, we are speaking about a lack of understanding on one side, knowledge on the other side, and first of all, lack of motivation of decision makers to change this situation and bring us positive environment.
But Igor, why is it so difficult for governments to take this issue seriously? Are we seeing a lack of urgency when it comes to protecting the environment in the Balkans in general, not just in Serbia?
Lack of motivation is coming from basically from not understanding that environment cannot be solved in one mandate. We need long-lasting strategies, directions where we will start working now and finish this work in 10 years. Because you cannot earn easy political points in 1 year or in 2 years on environment protection, you don't want to invest, and you don't see how this will affect your political life. So this is the main problem of the side of decision makers, why they don't want to invest, because they cannot fastly enough get the points for environment protection. On the other side, people are not aware why environment and the connection between environment protection on one side and their health on the another side. When we have the polluter who is not doing everything that is necessary to protect the environment, he's giving us the problem that we need to pay tomorrow to heal. And this is the one of the...
Let me just ask you about one other thing. Earlier in the show, we saw how bad air pollution is in Bosnia and Herzegovina particularly. Why are countries in the Western Balkans the most polluted countries in Europe? What's the main reason for this?
Main reason that we have the huge pollution is, first of all, that our energy resources are mainly coal and low quality coal, so-called lignite. So this is the one of the main problems. So during the industrialization in former Yugoslavia, energy should be cheap. And this is something that still continue to come in our everyday life. And this cheap energy basically is cheap because we didn't count for environment problems that this cheap energy coming from the fossil fuels, first of all, coal, is bringing to us. So this model is basically something that is still in the situation, and we still don't want to change this.
Okay.
So
and,
I hope...
Igor, the specific problem also is the power plants, like the one in Tuzla that we've seen in Axel's story. So what's the solution for this? I mean, these power plants are important. After the wars in the 90s, economies were destroyed. And for some in small cities, this is the only place to work.
Power plants, or what is the energy strategy for Serbia and for the whole region, is first of all energy efficiency. Also, the legacy of former time is that we don't take care of energy efficiency, and that we produce energy on very bad way on one side, and at the same time we are spending or putting away lots of energy. So energy efficiency will be the first thing that we need to do, and this will generate also a huge amount of the jobs, together with the investment in the sustainable and renewable energies. But what is their problem? There is problem that this means that you will need to make a system in which small and medium enterprises will take most of these jobs. And this will not allow you to have one or several big monopolists where you can basically do whatever you like. But you will need to have a system where the people in the small and medium companies can earn and build their economy or jobs.
Okay. Igor Jezdimirovic, thanks so much for that insight for us here on TRT World. I really appreciate your efforts, and whatever you're doing for the environment, keep doing it. I really think it's an awesome work. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching this episode of Across the Balkans, the show dedicated to the people, places and stories of Southeastern Europe. Hope to see you next time.